Well, first, let me apologize because this is not a video of just a fireplace. It actually has some thinking involved. And I wonder if the thesis supervisor that I first had at VIU, the sustainability expert, can explain the physics behind this fan working back there. Anyways, there's kind of a correlation I'm starting to notice between like cultures of China and Canada. It's almost as if Canadian police officers have been training the Chinese ones, and the Chinese judges have been training the Canadian judges. It's almost like a cultural exchange, so they can all support each other on the UN Security Council or something. Anyways, let's get to the subject at hand. I've never watched Parks and Recreation, and I just started, and in the first 5 minutes, I've been reminded so much of my master's degree at Vancouver Island University. It's amazing, but not in a painful way, because there's traumas from those triggers. But the show is so utterly ridiculous that it turns out it's medicine for this trauma. And I predict that every episode will remind me of my master's degree, where the faculty believes I failed. And yet, I finished with a pretty nice grade point average. And, they were trying to buy me because they thought I was a wolf or something when I'm just a thinking creature. But when they eventually, when I persisted in trying to, let's say, collaborate with the education department with their leadership program to maybe get a supervisor to kind of co-facilitate a dual disciplinary program they decided to ban me from campus. So when they did this, do you know that they only had 2 math tutors that were employed by VIU through their disability services, and they lost me because of it? Now, of course, that is enough to kind of have a claim right there with VIU, but how do I know? Well, I've documented how my students said that they preferred me over the other guy. But to only have 2, that's what my boss there also confirmed. So that's documented, right? So they're not pro-education there. They're pro-moving money around and selling an image, and that's pretty sad. But I think with this Parks and Recreation I will be able to kind of restart a lot of the legal claims that I have, including against VIU. The thing is Canada's legal system is not pro-justice. I mean, it's almost like the judge themselves and everybody involved are in contempt of court, because unless you're victimized in a way that puts money into your bank account and not take it out in a way that you'd be relying on, being married to a lawyer or to, have real kind of legal aid really exist that you have the ability to access, you're not going to get justice in Canada. And there are laws that these legal systems must follow, where if you can't afford the fees, for your claim, they're supposed to be waived. And I have evidence, and I will continue to build evidence that they are not being waived. And so, I mean, Canada as much follows the rule of law as China does, but it's exciting that this Parks and Recreation will get me to get back on my file against VIU. And it's not just about me, people. It never is. That's so easy to prove. You think I have a big ego with all these videos, but it's really all about cultural repair. It's about role modeling what is right and living my life in this way that has a lot of sacrifice, and that I know will burn me out more as I try to do this advocating for myself through this cultural repair work.